was a time in this beautiful planet where human beings were able to live as one. There was a time before the times were times, before the tribes were tribes. In that time, it was the communication to the stars was a way of living, the time of beauty and balance. An authenticity in the human being was there, and no one felt separated. And the Dark Lords created time, as the Chilambalam said. And for the first time, people felt separated and began to forget their own nature. They began to forget that they were nature and who they are. There is only one root, one nature, one knowledge. And human beings began to feel separated and create tribes. And they began to forget their original knowledge. The Dark Lords wanted to keep everyone separated and attack the only source that was able to hold on who they are and who are in their own nature, the women. Chaos and destruction came into being, and the whole planet went for war and destructions. For pain was in the heart of all the women, and they give birth to more pain. Women were unable to see their own divinity, and because they feel slave of a patriarchal system, the despair and hopeless was in the heart for many, many generations. Was an infection that soon went all over the world, and when for almost all the tribes they forgot that they were nature and began to kill our Mother Earth, for she too was a woman. Human beings rape her, pollute her, abandoned her, hurt her, her waters, her heart, her wisdom was soonly forgotten in the obsession to destroy the force of life. The balanced world was forgotten in the heart of the people. The balance, a realm where that unity resides, that world of understanding of the true human being, the Great Mother's realm. Human beings began to follow a God in the image of the Dark Lords, where the destruction for nature and the truth was clouded, and no one see the balance anymore. Many generations passes where the destruction and separation was a way of living, but it was a knowing, a divine spark in the core of a human being. That will be a time of the golden era, a remembrance of the original vibration, a world of peace and beauty, a world that it is emerging now, for the Great Mother is calling, and we are listening.
It's Wachihiluta Imachel. My name is Scarlet Plume, that's what it translates to. And I am from the Sicharu Nation of Lakota people. We are now located in Rosebud, South Dakota. And I come from a long line of medicine people and chiefs and such. And I'm really blessed in such a way that I got to grow up with the elders. Tell you that. Wake up. Hello? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. There's so many angels out there. My father used to say, when somebody was not conscious of the mind, when they were so deep in denial, that he would say, angel when sleep. That meant that they were very much asleep. Call it kiss, keep it simple. Yes, let's all kiss because it is simple. It's very simple. But we just love to make it complicated. We love to bat around ideas. We love to hear our own voices. We love to hear all of these things coming out of our mouths. But our brains, total wasteland. We forgot how to use our brains. We have forgotten how to use the brain that Creator gave us. So now it's time to wake up. We have to help each other wake up. You see somebody, wake them up. Help each other. We're supposed to be all sisters and brothers in this life, but we don't behave that way because we like to argue. We like to make our points across, those kinds of things. And in fact, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to make a point across because I too have my own teachings. But for me, I am Lakota. And these are the teachings of my people. I listen to other teachings and I'm very respectful. I can see how some of it will work for me. And if it does, then I embrace it. But if it doesn't, I just don't tell them. It's just not for me because I am Lakota. I am Lakota and nothing else. I don't have Cheyenne or I don't have Navajo or anything else in me. I am Lakota. So these things that we are trying to evolve into, I think the critical thing is that, yes, we have to look for the commonality. Yes, we have to find the things that we can agree on. But for me, I have to tell you this. I believe in prophecies. I believe in the prophecy of the time when Mama is going to stop for 3 days. And then afterwards she's going to shake, rattle, and roll. And there's not going to be very many people left alive. And only the Lakota people are going to survive. But when I say the Lakota people are the only ones that are going to survive, I don't mean the Sioux Indians from South Dakota or the Sioux Indians from Minnesota. I don't mean that. What Lakota means is peace-loving people. And who are the peace-loving people? Who are the peace-loving people? It's the children. The children are going to survive. So it's really imperative that we pass on our knowledge to the young ones. We teach them how to survive, how to use that brain that the Creator gave them. Don't take it away from them. We impose all of our racism, our hatred, our greed, our jealousy, our enviousness. We teach the young ones those things. But we have to stop doing that. Let the little ones be little ones. Like in Lakota, the word for children is wakhaja. Wakhaja. That means the little sacred ones. And for us, we call them that because they are fresh from the right hand of Creator. They are so pure, they are so innocent, but they are so full of truth and so full of love. But we're the older ones are the ones that take all that away from them, and we shouldn't do that. So we need to wake up, realize these things, come to consciousness about these things. Itakayase.
Why do I kotahitanga Aroha deepest love? Why do I divine soul kotahitanga and unity? Yes, it's all about the love. It's all about the love of you and me being together. It's written in the stars, the story of our lives. All of us being together, we're one people, we're one family. We're children of divinity. This love, our love, we share. This love, our love, we share. Why do I kotahitanga Aroha deepest love? Why do I divine spirit kotahitanga and unity? Yes, it's all about the love. It's all about the love. All of us coming together. It's written in the stars, the story of our lives. And all of us coming together. We're one people, we're one family. We're children of divinity. This love, our love, we share. This love, our love, we share. Aroha, why do I kotahitanga
Hello, my brothers and sisters, and all of you who are watching this film. My name is Elizabeth Araujo. I was born in El Salvador, in Central America, and I live in Guatemala now. I come from the oral tradition of the Maya tradition, and my childhood, I feel now that I was never happy. I was always carrying some sadness in my heart. When I was growing up, my destiny sent me to visit the United States and stay there, and I learned English there. But there was a reason. I wasn't happy either. But there was a reason for it, because I needed to learn English to go work for my people, the Mayan people. And I've been working and helping to translate many times, and also doing other things. I am a member of the Maya Council of Aquijabs of El Salvador, and I work also with the Council of Mayan Elders in Guatemala. Because of my background and growing in a society that was very oppressive with women, it has been a big struggle to overcome that. And one way to minimize those feelings is to say to myself, I forgive you for feeling like that, but you are okay. And I keep going. And I have a message for the young people now, especially the girls, that we have entered, according to our prophecies, we have entered the era of the women. And it says that it's the women who are going to govern. And we cannot confuse govern with mandate. We are going to govern, it's very different. But for that, we have to educate ourselves. That is the main thing. Educate doesn't mean just to read books and have many diplomas. That helps to make a living, to get a good job. But we have to learn also to live, because we have forgotten how to live with nature. We have forgotten how to give thanks to the Creator. We have forgotten when we get up how to say thank you, Father, for being alive, or for seeing another new morning, another day, for seeing the sun come out once again. These are the things that we have to keep in very alive, because we are here. The Creator created us to worship Him, to sing to Him, and to be happy, to enjoy and to experience life. And we are forgetting that. Also for the men, I ask for them our support, because we don't want to be better than them. We don't want to compete. Era of the feminine doesn't mean that I'm going to be strong, that I'm going to be powerful. The feminine is love. And men also have this energy that has been denied to you for so many years too. So you have been victim of that. So it's your time. Take advantage of this era of the feminine to awaken your feminine side in you. Same as we, the women, we have forgotten, we have suppressed the masculine energy that we have. And we have to bring balance. Bring balance so that we can dance together, so that we can be one, complementing each other, working together, walking together for a better world. All in behalf of Mother Earth, because it's Mother Earth that provides us with everything. If we don't take care of Mother Earth, she gets back to us. And this is why we're seeing so many, earthquakes and the hurricanes and tsunamis and all those things, because we have forgotten how to take care of our environment. We have forgotten to nurture our mother. We only have one mother. That's our Mother Earth. We come from her and we go back to her. She's the one that provides us with everything. So it's like, educate yourself, the men and women, the young population especially, because the world is in your hands. Perhaps we are not going to see peace in the world, but you are the ones that have to work for that. You are the ones who will bring peace, that you will see it. We don't work for today, to have things today. We look, especially if we as women, we want, we think about good health for our children. We think about education for them. We think for happiness to them. We think for safety to them. That's what we want. We don't want any more wars. That is in the past. We want to see a new world, and this is what we are going to, but we have to work all together. And we as women, we need the support from each other, support from our sisters and the women, but also we need support from men. But for them to understand that we just want to walk together, like we want to live again, like our ancestors lived, in a world of peace and harmony.
Hello, good evening, good day to all of you. Atma Namaskar. I'm Mukteshwari Mai from Malaysia. I would like to talk about what women are going through today, where they are, what suffering they are going through. And I think beautiful women who are out there need help. And we want all of them to understand what is feminine. It's not under control of someone. You are the beautiful super nature energy of motherhood. I would like to say, come out from your circle, be the beautiful warrior. Show all the love to your loved ones. Cut all the negativities which is no more use to you. Be a warrior to cut the negatives. And be the mother to love. And only love is God. Nothing else can be called God. Only love. Shower all your love and change the future and the present of this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you all, love you all, love you all. Atma Namaskar.
Hello, my name is Magdala Ramirez, and I come from the Mexica tradition. It is the transition times. We are between one era and another era. Our ancestors call it the world of the enchanted flower. And it is a world of balance. It's a world where your own male and female are coming forward in a perfect balance and understanding our original vibration as a human being. Making this movie with my people, it has been sad. There is this sadness in me. I needed to remember all these horrible things that humanity is passing through still, and open a new way of thinking, a new way of understanding. This job is not about one person. Nobody's going to come and save you. It is all of us. The whole community depend on the women, depend on the feminine. Every time that a woman gets hurt, everybody gets hurt. The whole understanding of the environment, our beautiful planet Earth, and the relationship that we have, we see it as a mirror, the way that community treats the women. The women is bringing this voice, a voice of balance, a voice of understanding. And when you unite with your sisters, it is a completely different perspective. Each one of us have a vibration. Each one of us, when we make this alignment with the Great Mother, that she is the one that it is guiding all human beings everywhere in the world, we truly create a path of balance, a path of understanding, a path of light. We have a body of light. We actually are in a spirit that holds a body. When we use our body of light to create experiences, a body of light that understands that original vibration, that whatever it is happening to the one, it is happening to the many. We are completely connected. And with all the creations, and of course, with the stars and the galaxies. This understanding of the new world, that many of us have one foot in the old and the other foot in the new. It is the time to put our 2 feet together in the new world. The sisterhood is way too important to understand it. For a while, the programming of separation and competition and envy of the feminine, it has been the ways of the feminine for a very, very long time. All that has changed. When we get together and we pray together and we remember together, a whole new understanding is happening. I'm asking for you to realize your own balance within yourself. Make the inside the same of the outside, and the outside the same of the inside. Live in sacredness. Understand that sacredness that resides within yourself. Bring your sisters together. Put those 2 feet in the new era, in the golden era, that it is happening right here and right now. You have always been love. You have always been this incredible light. This is our time to remember who we are. This is our time, my sisters, my brothers. It is the time that we remember who we are and understand the ways of the ancestors before the times were times, before the tribes were tribes. The Mother wants all of us together. And here we are. Tlazohcomate, Tlazohcomate, Tlazohcomate. Yo soy tú.
We
in the transition times, passing from one world to another. And there are many lies that they told you, that when the truth is being spoken, is being emerged, the lies will fall, the whole system will fall, for you have been living in a world of lies. They have told you that you need to look for love, where the truth is that you are love. They told you that you were not perfect, and you are perfect. I am telling you this, for I am your mother. They told you that time is what it heals, and time only make a cover up. It is love what it heals. They told you, my daughter, that you must please the men, and the whole world, the whole human being became slaves of their own creations. They told you that the feminine was the weak gender, and consider it lesser, and that love was a weakness, and that the virtue is pain, and pain become a way of living. And that is a lie, for all comes from the feminine, and the body of the feminine can handle higher vibrations, and that is why you're able to give birth and connect one world to another. Suffering came into being when a lie became a way of living. It is from the feminine where the whole community depends. They told you that you need a man, then you stop loving a man. They told you to follow the men, the work of the form, the world of the form, and you forgot the essence, the world of the essence. For a while, I needed to take the unborn tears back to the ocean. Those tears that you swallow, those tears that were unspeakable, that they were stuck in your soul, and now they run free in the ocean. There was the obsession for the world of the form, and denying the world of the essence have brought the enslavement of all human beings. There was this imposition of divide and conquer of the feminine. The women forgot how to be sisters. They forgot to realize the connection between one to another. They compete. Jealousy and envy was in their hearts. And that separation gave birth to much more separation. Denying completely the essence of the world of beauty, your original world.
My name is Patricia Catherine McCabe, and I'm from the Dene Nation. So, She'eia, Tachi Inashli, Aro Ashi Bashish Chin, Ma'adish Geshne Dashinale, Klashi, Kwatao Inashli. I was also given another name, Wayakba Najinwi, and that means woman stand shining. And I want to say that I acknowledge myself that I am holy earth surface walker, life bringer, life bearer, tender of life, the first medicine person to all the children. It has taken a great deal for me to be able to acknowledge that this is who I am. And in fact, that this is who every single woman is. And there is nothing that anybody can say or do, not say or not do, think or not think, that can ever change that. All the resources, all the prayers, from the men, from the women, from the elders, from the children, all of it is turned to focus upon her. And before her second, everyone is in service to life. It's a very magical place to be in this paradise that we call Mother Earth. So I wanted to speak that understanding that I was gifted. My grandparents and my parents were sent to the missionary schools, and in that way they were told that they had to forget about such things, and they were to forget the language that holds such a deep understanding of this truth. And they were told that they had to stop those practices. So by the time I came along, there wasn't anybody saying these things to me. So like many people on the earth, I have had to seek them out myself. I have had to acknowledge that small fire inside of my own heart that keeps saying, something is missing. How can this beautiful love that I feel so often in my heart be so hard to come by? Something is missing. So what I know is that while these ways that I'm describing to you of my people have gone on for thousands of years, they came from this Mother Earth, and they came from the holy star beings, and they came from all the spiritual beings that surround each and every one of us and have always been here. Everybody has access. Every single one of us has access to that teaching. So, I want to say, you have the opportunity to receive your birthright. Go to the earth and give her something that is dear to you and beautiful, and ask her to show you. And do the same for the star people, and do the same for the rising sun, and do the same for the moon, and do the same for the water. They are very, very eager to bring you back into the circle of life, light, and love. You will be met. In beauty It is finished.
My name is Nancy Norriett Moore, and I'm reflecting on the words, the Great Mother. And I'm looking into the eyes of this beautiful girl that is filming this part of this film, and I'm looking and I see the children dancing in her eyes that are yet to come. And I think how important this moment in time is, that we remember who we are, that we hold true to that, and in that remembering who we are, we can find it within our own stories of how we were born on this earth, how we were mothered, how we were orphaned, or how we were hurt, or how we were this, or how we were that. And if we find ourselves within our stories, then we can find the Great Mother in all children and all people. Because I remembered why I came here this time as from the spirit world. It was right after the nuclear explosion, and a lot of us were born. It came to the earth at that time to see if we could make a difference and see if we could do something different. So it was because of radiation that I came, and the destruction of Mother Earth and the children of the earth, and the power of that, and the people didn't know what they were doing. And then 3 days later I was radiated, and then my life starts, and then my life continues, and all of a sudden I saw the explosion of an atomic bomb. I went, oh God, help us. It was on the earth. A huge light happened. I thought the billowing cloud was coming. The plane's surely going to be in the turbulence. The whole town, the whole state's going to be radiated. It scared me. And I didn't see any fire. I didn't see any billowing. I went, what was that? If that was an atomic bomb, what was that? And then I saw it again. It wasn't as bright as the next one, and it went huge light. And then I saw it again the third time, and when I saw it again the third time, it was the ponds of water on Mother Earth that were reflecting the full moon above us. And the third time I saw the little moon, but the first one was like so huge. How did that beautiful, precious little moon become so huge that I thought it was an atomic bomb? Well, I just went on, and we landed, and I called my mom later that morning, and I told her the story of what happened. And I said, Mom, that was really scary. I thought it was the atomic bomb happening. She said, Nancy, that's just amazing. And she said, that's funny, because after you left, I couldn't go back to bed, and it was still dark. It was still early. But I sat by that window, and I looked at that moon, and I told that moon to tell my daughter how much I love her. And I said, Mom, that's the power of love. That is the power of bringing the Great Mother back to life. It takes all the love we can muster. And that is the balance of destruction. We have it in our hands. Destruction or life. Will we see those children I see dancing in your eyes? Will we have a home for her and him? Will we be able to nurture them as gently as you are nurturing me in my stories right now, little one? That you call forth the Great Mother. It is you that have called the Great Mother. And little by little, you're bringing her to life. So that's my little story. Thank you for asking me.
Oh, I am Yolanda, New Mexico. We are in the month of September 2015, and we are in the midst of so much because the planet is going through so much, and as our Earth Mother is going through all of this, guess what? So are we. This is why our lives sometimes seem to be in chaos and turmoil and so much happening to everyone. However, we're all in the perfect place that we need to be for these times and these days. Growing up, like I said, we never had neighbors, so it was just nature. But growing up the way I did, I grew up very connected with the star nations, the star people, which is what so many of us indigenous people know, that we come from the stars. We are star seeds. We are star seeds, and that connection is so powerful and so strong, and that's what helps us to get through. So I feel very blessed. But these times that we are in, you know, I found out years later that what the star family, our star family, was doing, they were waking me up, and I was going off to the universities up in the stars. I was being taught. And I know that period of my life, and I know I'm still at night, I journey and I go and I do work, and I still go to the universities and learn, because we're forever learning, we're forever growing. With all this turmoil happening, I don't want you to feel that you're alone. We're all going through it. We're all experiencing things that we never thought we would. The world is not as it used to be, because the world is changing, and this is why we are changing. We are changing constantly. So, what I want to say to my sisters, because we're all sisters, we're all family, the feminine that is now our time on Earth Mother, what I'm asking you to do is connect with each other. The key is loving each other, helping each other, showing up for each other, teaching the young, helping the children. So understand that you are not alone. And I want to end with a song that is called Ancient Altar Song. And it goes like this. Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 do. Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 do. Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 Yahweh, hi, ya, 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 do. Many blessings, many blessings. Aho.
Ready now? Alafia, good women. We have been talking about sharing story and using story to invoke transformation. And so I wanted to share this story with you, which is called The Day Her Belly Burst. And it is a story about the goddess Yemoja, the mother of the ocean. This story is what I called a reimagined myth, reimagined mythology. Because when I was coming up in the tradition, the only story that you could get about Yemaya said that at one time she was whole and complete to herself, and then Ogun, the lord of the forest, raped her. And when he raped her, her body burst open and it made rivers, lakes, and streams. And a lot of people were using this as spiritual justification for violating women. And they would cite this story as as the origin of it. But I'm a storyteller, and I know that myth is dynamic, okay? And that what story people are told changes their consciousness. So I sat down in meditation with the goddess herself, and I asked her, how could I transform this story in a way that would be healing for women? And this is what she gave me. It's called The Day Her Belly Burst. So now you have to imagine that I am wearing a luminous blue skirt that has 7 layers of white eyelid slip here to make the foam of the ocean, right? So I'm going to use this fabric for the ocean waves, and it's nighttime, and the moon is full, and I am standing on the shore of the ocean. Dibuyoni emilo emi emaya kuyare dibuyoni emilo emi emaya kuyare emi kuyare ire itolokum emi kuyare ire itolokum tibuyoni emilo emi emaya kuyare. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful woman by the name of Yemaya, who looked into the waters of the ocean, and there she saw her own reflection, and she said, "Who is that beautiful woman?" I thought that I was the loveliest thing that the world had ever seen. And as she looked upon that woman, there came a rumbling in her belly, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, till it exploded and sprinkled the night with stars and a full moon. Yemaya looked into the light of the moon, and again she saw that woman, and she said, "Who is that beautiful woman?" I thought that I was the finest thing that the world had ever seen. And as she looked upon that woman, there came a rumbling in her belly, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, till it exploded and covered the earth with rivers, lakes, and streams. Yemaya looked into the water of the river, and again she saw that woman, and she said, "Who is that beautiful woman?" I thought that I was the finest thing that the world had ever seen. And as she looked upon that woman, there came a rumbling in her belly, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, till it exploded. And before her stood thousands of beautiful women. Who are you? Beautiful women. Who are you? Beautiful women. I thought that I was the loveliest thing that the world had ever seen. And the women looked deep into the eyes of Yemaya. And there they saw their own reflection. And they said to her, "You are, Mama. We're just you." You know? And so this is one of the things that we have to do. We have to retell the story so that it evokes a feeling of power, a feeling of pride, a feeling of beauty, so that we can remember who we are before any of that other stuff happened, you know. And people have come to understand that even now, that original tale, people have come to understand that that other tale was an attempt to talk about how this planet at one time was covered all by water, and then masses of land erupted and separated the waters into rivers, lakes, and streams, and that's where forests grew. Not that the rape of the natural world or the rape of women is sanctioned by spirit. Thank you for your...
In my nakedness, I have found myself and recognize who I am. It is me, the one who calls you, know me, for I am your mother, your truth. I am life and death. I am the essence of all life. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and end. You live inside of me. Do not reject me or forgotten me. Know me, for I am love. And it is me, the one who takes you to the Divine Father, the world of forms, the divine order, all around you and inside of you. It is me, the one that takes you to the many realms. Do you remember me? I am your own nature, and you are me. Love is pure by nature. It is unconditional and beautiful. And when it gets into the world of the forms, where the distortions and infections resides, it gets dirty and conditional. You have following for a while and a script in all your relations, and you have forgotten that you are love, just like the spring of never ends, with many directions, pure by nature. You are going back into the original vibration, your original vibration, that it is so unique and beautiful. That original vibration, that it is the perfect balance of your male and female. And by doing it, you embrace in the new world that it is coming, the golden era. You're giving birth to that world inside of you. And the lies are falling apart. You are able to reach your highest truth possible and became that truth your way of living. Look around you. Look inside of you. It is beautiful. It is the time for all human beings reach their highest truth possible. The highest truth available for you. And remember who you are. Remember why you're here. Don't be afraid of love, for it is love what it heals. It is love what connects, for it is love all around you, and love and that truth, that higher truth that you are reaching. It is the new world, a golden era, that it is happening right now, a world of peace.
Hello, I am Magdala. I come from the Maya Mexica tradition. I have been your narrator in this movie, and it has been truly an honor. We are giving birth to a new world, a golden world, the new era, the golden age. Finally, the dark ages are leaving. And that giving birth to the new world is a world of balance, male and female. It's not matriarchal. It's not patriarchal. It is both happening at the same time. It is happening within ourselves, that giving birth. It is from the feminine where the whole community depends. For a while, the patriarchal system imposed on the feminine separation. This divide and conquer has been very, very deep ingrained, competition and envy, and this has been giving birth to enslavement of the whole humanity. It is the time to recognize and rebuild that sisterhood. Whatever it is happening to you, it is also happening to me. It is our time as a human being to remember who we are in our authentic vibration. Join us into this incredible awakening that it is happening everywhere in the world. Tlatzocomate, Tlatzocomate, Tlatzocomate. Yo soy tú in Lakesh.
Wake up. Hello? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.